feeling utterly drained. You know, like just getting off the couch feels like climbing Everest.
Yeah.
Or maybe just getting through your day feels like wading through fog and your mood is just, well, not great.
Mm-hmm. We've all been there.
We really have, haven't we? That heavy slump, the low energy, that sort of gray filter over everything.
Yeah.
What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools you have to shift that feeling isn't some complex strategy or exotic treatment?
Okay.
What if it's as simple and as fundamental as just moving your body?
That's exactly what we're diving into today. This isn't really a conversation about, grueling workouts just to hit a number on the scale.
Right. Not about that.
No. Or sculpting a specific physique. This is more about unlocking the incredible, sometimes surprising power of movement itself.
Okay.
How finding ways to move that you actually connect with, that maybe you even enjoy, can dramatically lift your mental state and recharge your energy levels.
And you've shared some really fascinating material with us looking at this connection from the ground up, right? From the complex dance of chemicals in your brain to the huge impact of something as simple as going for a walk or dancing.
Absolutely. So our mission with this deep dive is really to explore those insights. We want to understand the science behind why movement makes you feel better.
Yeah, the why.
Exactly. Cut through the noise, find the most impactful takeaways, and, discover practical ways you can weave movement into your life.
Not as a chore, though.
No, not as a chore, but as a source of actual joy and vitality.
Okay, let's jump right in then. Why is it that when you feel totally exhausted or low, the science points towards moving your body instead of just, collapsing on the sofa?
Right.
It feels a bit counterintuitive, doesn't it? But the data tells a pretty powerful story.
It really does. And the story starts right away at a chemical level in your brain. So when you start moving, engage in physical activity, it triggers the release of this, powerful cocktail of neurochemicals.
Ah, the brain chemicals.
Exactly. You probably heard of endorphins, right? Those natural mood elevators, the runner's high kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
But it's actually more complex. Your brain also pumps out dopamine, which is key for motivation and feeling rewarded.
Okay.
And norepinephrine, affecting alertness and mood, and also serotonin, which we often link to feelings of just well-being and happiness.
Wow, so it's not just one feel-good chemical, it's like a whole symphony going on up there.
That's a great way to put it. Like your brain's internal feel-good factory just kicks into high gear.
Huh.
And the benefits aren't just, a quick hit. Regular movement actually promotes changes in the brain itself, structurally and functionally.
Really? Like what?
Well, it supports neural growth, basically helping your brain build and maintain new connections. That's vital for cognitive health, for resilience. It also helps reduce inflammation in the brain, which we're learning is increasingly linked to mood disorders.
Interesting.
And it encourages new activity patterns that foster a sense of calm and overall well-being.
One of the biggest drains for me, and I think for a lot of people on both mood and energy, is just chronic stress.
Oh, absolutely.
That constant background hum of the fight or flight response. What happens with movement in relation to that?
Well, movement is like a direct physiological counterpoint to stress. It works against it.
How so?
When you're stressed, your heart rate goes up, blood pressure climbs, your body's flooded with stress hormones like cortisol, right?
Mm-hmm. Feel it right now thinking about it.
Well, engaging in physical activity, even gentle movement, helps lower your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and brings those cortisol levels down.
Ah, okay.
It physically shifts your body's state away from that alarm mode and more towards recovery and relaxation. You can almost think of it like physically shaking off the stress response.
So it's not just about distracting yourself from the stress.
No.
It's actively reversing the physical effects.
Exactly. And for practices like yoga, which, combine movement with breath control and mindfulness,
right.
Studies have specifically shown they can significantly increase serotonin levels over time. That consistent uplift really contributes directly to better mood, more emotional stability.
Okay. And what about the energy side of things? Beyond the brain chemicals, there's got to be just a basic physical boost too, right?
Absolutely. Movement improves your circulation dramatically.
Okay.
Which means more oxygen and vital nutrients are getting delivered efficiently to every single cell in your body, your brain, your muscles, everywhere.
Right. Feeding the system.
Precisely. When your cells are better nourished and oxygenated, they just work better. Simple as that. And that increased efficiency translates directly into feeling more energetic and less fatigued.
Plus, we can't forget sleep. Oh my goodness.
Crucial.
We all know how awful we feel when we haven't slept well. Mood just tanks, energy disappears.
Poor sleep is just devastating for both, isn't it? And regular movement helps regulate your circadian rhythms, your body clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. And getting more consistent restorative sleep is absolutely fundamental to feeling good and having sustained energy. It creates this amazing virtuous cycle.
How so?
Well, you move, you sleep better, you feel better. You feel better, you have more energy to move.
I like that cycle.
It works.
So the science is pretty clear then. Moving your body isn't just, a physical thing. It's a powerful intervention. It changes your brain chemistry, regulates stress, improves circulation, helps your sleep.
Yeah.
That basic understanding is key.
It really is.
Okay, so let's translate that science into tackling some specific challenges people face, like, persistent low mood, anxiety, or just feeling constantly run down. How does movement work as a practical tool here based on the insights you've seen?
Yeah, it's incredibly effective. For depression and anxiety, exercise isn't just like an add-on therapy. Research shows it can be a primary tool.
Really? As good as other treatments?
Well, a big review we looked at found that for many people with mild to moderate depression, exercise can be as effective as antidepressant medication.
Wow.
And beyond just helping with current symptoms, staying consistently active significantly lowers the risk of developing depression in the first place and helps prevent relapse if you've experienced it before.
That's huge.
It is. And for anxiety, it actively dissipates that physical tension that often comes with it, creating a sense of calm while also boosting both physical and mental energy.
And this doesn't necessarily mean you have to be doing super intense, grueling workouts, does it?
Not at all.
Even something simple like walking has a big impact.
Walking is one of the most powerful and importantly accessible tools we found mentioned. The research linking walking to reduce depression risk is really compelling.
Like how compelling?
Well, one study found that just getting 5,000 steps a day significantly lowered the odds of depressive symptoms.
Just 5,000. That's doable for many people.
Exactly. And the benefits were even greater over 7,500 steps. In fact, for every extra 1,000 steps someone took per day, their risk of developing depression dropped by about 9%.
9% per 1,000 steps. That really adds up.
It does. And it powerfully reinforces that idea. More is better, but some is definitely better than none.
Right.
You don't need to train for a marathon. Just a few extra loops around the block. Taking the stairs, it makes a measurable difference to your mental health.
That is such a practical and, frankly, motivating takeaway. You can just start right where you are.
Precisely. Now, thinking about that general feeling of low energy or fatigue that so many people deal with, maybe not linked to a specific condition.
Yeah, just feeling run down.
Right. Regular physical activity is consistently shown to improve those overall fatigue levels and boost energy. Again, moderate intensity seems particularly good here.
Still sounds a bit weird, use energy to get energy.
It does sound counterintuitive, I know, but the evidence strongly supports it. It's about improving your body's efficiency and resilience over time, making it work better for you.
Okay. Now, we do need to touch carefully on chronic fatigue syndrome, or MECFS.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's a very different beast than just general tiredness, right?
Completely different. MECFS is a complex chronic condition. Its hallmark is severe fatigue that is often made worse by even minimal exertion.
Right, that PEM, post-exertional malaise.
Exactly. So while movement can sometimes be part of managing the condition for some individuals, it absolutely must be approached with extreme caution. Usually under expert guidance, often using something called graded exercise therapy, or GET.
And graded exercise therapy means what exactly? Starting small.
Starting incredibly small. It means finding a very, very low baseline of activity that doesn't trigger that post-exertional malaise, and then gradually increasing it by tiny, tiny measured amounts over a long time.
Okay.
The focus is intensely on not triggering setbacks. It's crucial to start incredibly gently. The sources mention things like deep breathing exercises, gentle seated movements, maybe just light marching on the spot.
Wow, really that gentle?
Yes, that's the kind of gentle activity we might be talking about for someone managing MECFS. It's about finding that minimal threshold and building up super slowly. And remembering, this condition involves real biological dysfunction, so the approach has to respect that complexity.
That is such an important distinction, a serious note of caution there.
Definitely.
So for general low mood, anxiety, feeling run down movement is a powerful tool. embrace it.
Yeah.
For MECFS, highly individual, cautious, gentle approach, probably with professional support.
That sums it up well.
Okay, so the science is compelling. We see how movement helps with specific challenges, but let's be real. Knowing something is good for you and actually making it a consistent part of your life, that's the sticking point for so many people, isn't it?
It really is.
How do we shift from seeing movement as this thing we should do or even like a punishment and actually find joy in it?
This is the absolute heart of making movement sustainable. And it's a key insight. Finding joy is deeply personal. The trap so many people fall into is feeling they have to do a certain activity run, go to the gym, join a boot camp maybe because they see others doing it or think it's the right way to exercise.
Yeah, the shoulds.
Exactly. But that approach often just leads to burnout and even resentment if it doesn't genuinely resonate with you.
So comparison really is the thief of movement joy then.
It absolutely can be. The real path to consistency is finding activities that you genuinely look forward to doing. Activities that make you feel good physically, mentally, while you're doing them, and afterwards too. And luckily, the world of movement is huge. It's so much more than just traditional exercise.
We mentioned walking already, which is super accessible.
So powerful. Low impact, no special gear needed. You can do it socially or alone. And remember, those step counts building up gradually makes a real difference. It's a foundation anyone can build on.
What about adding some rhythm, some expression? Our sources talked about dancing.
Oh, dancing is fantastic. Precisely because it taps into joy so easily for many people. Yeah, new research suggests structured dance can be just as effective, maybe even more effective, than other types of exercise for boosting mental health outcomes.
Like what specifically?
Things like emotional well-being, motivation, even social connection if you're dancing with others. It's just inherently fun, which makes it sustainable.
True.
Plus, it challenges your brain learning steps, and it allows for creative expression. I mean, think about how many people find pure pleasure just moving to music, whether it's at home or in a class.
Yeah, it feels less like a workout and more like playing.
Exactly. That's the key. Another practice highlighted was yoga.
Yes, yoga.
Which is such a beautiful example of integrating mind and body. It builds strength, flexibility, balance, but gently. Makes it suitable for lots of different bodies and fitness levels.
And the stress reduction aspect seems key there too.
Absolutely. It's excellent for stress reduction, improving sleep, because it deliberately focuses on your breath and being present in the moment. It's really about connecting with your body, not conquering it.
Okay. And what about for people who are maybe worried about joint pain or just starting out really gently?
Low-impact options are definitely your friends there. They let you get cardiovascular and strength benefits without putting too much stress on joints, knees, ankles, hips.
Like what kind of things?
Great examples are swimming nearly zero impact, works your whole body. Cycling is usually easy on the lower body joints. Rowing is great for cardio, plus upper body strength.
Okay.
And even strength training, using resistance bands or lighter weights, really focusing on good form. These are perfect ways to start, or just sustainable alternatives if high impact isn't for you.
It sounds like the common thread here, the real secret to sticking with it, is shifting the focus away from obligation.
Yes.
And towards enjoyment, towards the feeling.
It absolutely is. The sources really emphasize this. The real motivation for consistency isn't like white-knuckle discipline.
Right, not willpower alone.
No. It's cultivating that feel-good sensation that movement provides. That physical lift, that mental clarity you get during or after. That's what your body and mind actually learn to crave. It becomes a positive feedback loop.
So chase the feeling, not just the fitness goal.
Exactly that. And remember, you don't need these huge dedicated blocks of time every day.
Oh, good.
Integrate movement into your daily life. It's not just about hitting the gym. It's about being an active human being.
How do you mean?
Little things. Take the stairs, not the elevator. Park a bit further away. Get off the bus one stop early. Stand up and stretch, or do a few squats during phone calls. Those small bursts really add up to your overall movement, boosting circulation and energy all day long.
So it's more about an active lifestyle, not just scheduled workouts.
Yes, exactly. And find motivation hacks that work for you. Maybe that's a workout buddy for accountability. Maybe it's tracking your steps or progress, seeing how far you've come.
Setting small goals.
Setting realistic goals, absolutely. And celebrating every tiny win. And crucially, try to shift your perspective. Appreciate your body for the incredible things it can do: walk, stretch, dance, lift, rather than using exercise as, a punishment or just to chase some unrealistic body ideal.
You really can't hate your body into a version you love, can you? That reframing feels really powerful.
It is.
Find what brings you joy. Focus on the feeling it gives you. Weave it into the fabric of your day.
That shift in perspective really changes everything.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, the core message feels incredibly empowering. Finding joy in movement is one of the most powerful and accessible ways to profoundly boost your mood and your energy. It goes way beyond just physical appearance or hitting a certain weight.
It really does. It's about tapping into that innate positive connection between your physical body and your mental and emotional state. The real secret to consistency, it seems, isn't forcing yourself through things you hate, but discovering the enjoyment, that genuine feel-good sensation that movement provides. That's the sustainable fuel. That's what keeps you going.
And let's hold on to that really liberating idea. More is better, but some is definitely better than none.
Absolutely.
Every single step, every stretch, every moment you choose to move, it all counts towards that uplift.
It truly does. It all contributes to a life with hopefully more energy and a brighter mood.
Which leaves us with maybe this final thought to carry forward. How might consciously shifting your focus, shifting it to the feeling of joy and vitality and energy that movement gives you rather than just focusing on the outcome, how might that fundamentally transform your relationship with your body and infuse more life into your everyday?
Something definitely worth considering.
Something to consider as you step into your day. Thanks for exploring this with us.
My pleasure.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.